Well, I never. How about now? Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Sorry, new version of the microphone software, and I'm still getting used to it. And this is actually my first stream with it, so I'm not surprised I set something up wrong. But hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Oh, no. While you're telling me that, Muff, I'm going to turn Vulcan off and restart the game because the encoder's overloading. Are you pregnant again? That's my automatic assumption there. Good evening, Gundy. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm going to have to restart the game because I left Vulcan on. So that needs to get turned off. Oh, wow. How long's gone, Muff? And congratulations. I didn't think you were going to have any more. 21 weeks in, blood, and another girl. Oh, my God. Well, congratulations to you both. Are you excited, or is it a case of, oh no, what the fuck did we do here, or what? How's Reese handling it? You can't hear anything. Okay, yeah, because we did have a microphone issue, Gundy, but it's been sorted now. Hello, everyone on YouTube as well. Do feel free to chat away if you're there. I'm streaming both to Twitch and to YouTube today. So, yeah, enjoy. Bear with me just for these first few minutes while I try and get a few little niggles sorted. Let me also double check to see what that alert on Discord was, because I am hoping Lucas joins us at some stage. So I'm just going to leave my Discord open on my phone. So you're over the moon. Reese a little bummed, but he's a girl dad through and through. Yeah, he'll be absolutely fine. Bloody hell, 3. You two are going to have so many grandkids, aren't you? Jesus. There we go. Let's log back in. Yeah, he should be working, Gundy. Obviously, anyone else on YouTube or Twitch, if you cannot hear me, let me know. Muff can. So I think I've sorted out the issue on my end. So you just may need to play around with a couple of settings. Make sure you haven't got me muted or anything like that. I will keep an eye on... according to my OBS, my voice is coming through. In fact, I'm just going to drop it a little bit because that's going into the yellow. So there we go. Okie dokie. Oh, that's great news. I'll tell Ant later. I shall tell Ant. God, you can have as many girls as he's got. Mad. You thought the house was getting too quiet again. Nah. Well, the thing is, Muff, we've had our clocks change in the last few weeks. In fact, since I last streamed, our clocks have gone forward. So obviously it's lined up a bit better for you to catch me getting on. And Gundy is back and can hear me again. So yeah, I will maybe at some point I'll try and see if I can start the streams a little earlier. Guys, let me know if there are any performance issues. I may have to restart the stream, just because where I left Vulcan on, the encoding is going a bit funny, but it's not consistently bad. So just let me know if things are bad and we'll restart the stream. But I'm hoping, touch wood, it settles down. But I've got a couple of extra bits of software running as well, so they may just be taking up a little bit of the resource as well. In fact, I'm hoping some of you pick up on one of the pieces of software as the night goes on. But you'll be making dinner. You'll be back as quick as you can. No problem, Gundy. Let's get that chat closed and let's just get to where we're going. I'm actually looking at maybe this year, if I can do it the right way, I'm going to start upgrading the PC. I'm going to get a new graphics card. So I'm going to go for I'm actually going to go for an AMD Radeon. I'm going to move away from NVIDIA. I can't remember the number of the one that I'm going for. I'll have to check that out. And I'm going to upgrade the CPU to, I think, Ryzen 9 9800 3D or whatever it's called. So we're talking around $1,000, maybe 1,100 for the upgrade, which, to be honest, that's not that bad when you consider the price of RAM and stuff these days. But yeah, so hopefully, certainly by this time next year, I should have a rig that runs a lot smoother, can handle a lot more, and yeah, makes the game look even more stunning, quite frankly. But yeah, there we go. Muff's making a coffee. Is Reese out in the fields at the moment, or is he asleep? So yeah, as I said, I was hoping Lucas might join us tonight, but he's not actually been online all day. So he and I have played quite a lot over the weekend. Like, he's becoming my main Star Citizen buddy at the moment, so we do actually do quite a lot of gameplay together, which is really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I like playing with Lucas, even though he takes the piss out of me all the time. But hey, that's what friends are for, right? Yeah. Anyway, let's. I just want to go outside on this station just for a moment. Bear with me a second. Which is the elevator up? It's this one. Muff, you still interested in this game? Or, I mean, obviously your money's probably going to be funneled elsewhere anyway now. Now that you've got a third one. He's in bed, he'll leave soon. Kick him out of bed. Actually, no, let him sleep, because I'm sure neither of you are going to get any sleep in about, I don't know, 18 weeks' time. Oh. Kids are indeed expensive. I'm so glad I don't have any. Definitely not for me. Wrong floor. I went into the wrong elevator. I'm not 100% well today, by the way, guys. I've been feeling quite fatigued the last few days, like really fatigued. One of these evenings I was trying to play a demo. I've got off at the wrong level again, and had to stop playing because I just couldn't carry on playing. So I'm just a little bit, it's been a busy month. It's been quite a busy month, and I'm just feeling a little bit drained at the moment. Talking to one of my neighbours yesterday, and I was talking to him, and my throat dried up and I couldn't speak. So I don't know if I've caught something or what, but just make sure I keep drinking. Please do remind me. I should be all right. I'll probably have to refill the bottle. But yeah, I didn't want to not get on tonight because I didn't get on 2 weeks ago. Couple of things while we're talking about the stream. If you have a look at the About Me section, I have been doing some renovations down there, and they will continue to be done. If you have a look at the schedule, I've put in some additional streams once a month on a weekend. And the whole point of those is I'm going to make those org days. They will be changeable depending on football, Formula One, and anything else that I've got going on, like Comic-Con or wanting to go down to Brighton or whatever like that. But I am planning to do some weekend streams now, just once a month, just to see how they go, specifically for org gameplay. So keep an eye out for those. If you want to get involved in the org, let me know and we'll get those started. And I'm also moving my regular stream night to mainly Thursdays, but occasionally they're going to be shifted to other days again, depending on other things I've got on, like again, Comic-Con and appointments and whatever. So, but the general weekday will be every other Thursday. So, had to upgrade the car too this time to add 50k to the child expenses. Fucking hell. Oh no, everyone. Yeah, you know, there's so much going around at the moment. Obviously, we've got this hantavirus on that cruise ship. It's just, everyone's just run down, I think, and ill, and everyone's immune systems are still recovering from the lockdowns. So, yeah, it is. I'll be fine. I'm planning maybe to stay in bed half the day Saturday rather than get up early, even if I am awake, to stay in bed and rest. I'm at my mum and dad's on Sunday because it's my dad's birthday this weekend. So, but boy, am I looking forward to having some time off. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. We carry on. And my health is certainly better than it used to be, so just one of those things. I just wanted to come up to the pads, you know. It's been a little while since I had a look around, and I do love looking around outside in this game. It kind of, like if it was in VR, it would be even more immense. But, you know, just sitting here at my desk and looking around with the Cutlass on the pads there. Not many ships here. Be nice if we had a few more to have a look at. But, yeah. Looks awesome. Yeah, in terms of the plan for tonight, I'm not really sure. I just, as I said, I was really hoping that Lucas would be on, but I know it's a new season for League of Legends as well, so he may be on that later. But yeah, he's just not on at the moment, so if he's not on, it'll just be a solo session, and what I'll do is I'll head back to Stanton, because there's a few contracts there that I want to do to start getting some money together. If he does get on, depending on whether we've got the time, we may be going to Pyro. So, because there's some specific things that we want to do there. Because he and I are getting a lot more involved in doing the bigger events now that, like, we don't have to do it on our own. Like, me on my own, him on his own. There are certain ones we can do together, and we did actually spend a lot of time on, like, all day on Monday, he and I were doing one particular one. It was a long day of gaming. So, yeah, you'll see us doing a lot more of those kind of things. Good to hear that your health's better. I remember last time we spoke, you had some stuff going on. I mean, the diabetes, unfortunately, is still there, and I am failing miserably at losing weight. So I do want to start running, though, because I'm going to do that a couch to 5K thing. I keep meaning to start, but I keep just not doing it. So I've just got to get it started, and I kind of want to see if I can find somewhere where I can just do some casual football, because I love playing football and I haven't played football in over 20 years. So I kind of want to get back into that, because that's going to be the most natural way for me to get exercise and lose weight. It's just finding a non-toxic non-toxic group to do it with. So, but we'll see what I can find and get there. But yeah, no, in general, like, the mental health is so much better than it was like a year ago, 2 years ago. So I think the autism thing kind of helped me get my thinking in a very different way. So yeah, and obviously having been able to get down to Brighton quite a lot over the last year and a half helps massively, believe me. So hi, how you doing? Nice Morozov. Oh, bye. Fuck off then. I haven't even, I don't know, I don't even have my hanger available yet. What am I doing? Oh my god. We will talk about some stuff that's been announced in a little while. We'll just wait for the stream to build up a little bit and see if we get anyone in on YouTube. and then we'll get talking. Right, so I've got a new Argo Mole, which is the multiplayer mining ship, but I got the special version, which comes with upgraded mining lasers and more capacity for cargo. So I think it's normally 96 on the basic one. We've got an extra 32 SCU, so I can mine more. That's the only extra ship that I've picked up in game so far. I don't intend to buy anything next week. So, hello, how you doing? Hello, old man. I mean, I'm getting there. There's no two ways about that. Just over 4 years and I turned 50, but enough of that. How you doing? You good? What I want to do then, I think I'm going to take the... Do I leave the mole here? Yes. Do I take the mole back? Yeah, because I'm probably going to need that to do some mining in Orison at some point, so we'll fly that back. Let's just hope we don't have the hangar glitch that we've had a lot lately. As of next week, with the patch next week, I won't have to scroll down to find my hangar. It will be at the top of the list. A nice little quality of life improvement that they're introducing in 4.8 next week. And everyone is happy about that. In the contracts that Lucas and I did over the weekend, we managed to get these boom tubes, which are basically rocket launchers, but they launch a bundle of 3 grenades. And at the moment, they're very overpowered. We didn't get as much as we wanted, but we managed to pick up some of the Vandal metals that are used with Wicklow to get some more special ships. Although I am not seeing my Vandal plates. Oh, there they are. So we've got the Vandal metal and the Vandal plating. So yeah, we need those. But I'm not taking them back. I'm actually going to wait till the update, because in the update, the game should automatically put everything that I've got in various locations at my starting location. So it just saves me from trying to take these home and getting pirated and losing them. So, because I don't want to lose those. You're pushing 25 next week, my God. Still so young, you got your 3rd kid. Bloody hell. Next up, hysterectomy. You sure you'd be getting on now, but you look great for your age, Andy. Thank you. I'll be honest, if I lose weight, I'll look really good for my age, but I've got to get there. So, and I desperately need a haircut as well, but I'm saving it for next weekend, it'll be actually, because the weekend after is Comic-Con. So Artemis is coming down with Finn, and we're all going to Comic-Con together the weekend after. So why has that opened that? That's not what I clicked on. Yeah, that's why I also need a bit of a rest this weekend and potentially next weekend, because I'm knackered and I need a rest before Comic-Con. You're 65 in July, but you don't get pension till I'm 67. Gundy, there's every chance I'm not going to be getting my pension till I'm 75. Oh, you know, make the most of it. By the time I get my pension, I will be wearing incontinence pants.
Systems activating. Systems
Right.
on.
Let's, why is that not working? There we go. Okay, good. There we go. Make sure all my power is right. And let's set a route. Actually, no, we're not going to set a route for Nick's Gateway or Stanton Gateway, because that's a good way to get mugged. Yeah, I've been enjoying playing this a lot at the moment, like having Lucas to play with makes such a huge difference, I cannot tell you. So, and Lucas is one of those people, he'll try stupid shit, so it's always good. Never boring playing the game with him. So, Have I got my controls? Yeah, I have. Okay. Thought for a second then I hadn't opened my joystick controls, which I've got working a little bit better than last time, but they're still not quite right. We shall see. I might as well go out through the borehole, actually. Don't hit the edges. Okay. You're that old you watched the moon landing live. Well, I'll be watching the moon landing live next year, so I'm kind of excited to get my chance to do the same. They had TVs back then. Oh dear. Have you spoken to Ant at all, Muff? Or have you lost touch with him? It doesn't look like he's active in his... I actually clicked on his Discord server the other day and it doesn't look like he's been active in there at all for a while now. I don't think he has time to do any gaming, to be honest. You have not? You haven't seen him on all? No, he just doesn't have the time. He's spending more time being a dad, I think, and he's just applied for a second job. So, yeah. He always said that, like, once he hit 30, he thought that was too old to be a streamer anyway. That was always a thing that he and I used to talk about. So I just think that was him saying he'd probably give up at that point. So 67 days unseen. Well, he seems to be okay. As I said, he's applied for a second job. So yeah, I think he was always going to fade from streaming at some point, just because, you know, life. You've talked to him, have you? Good. Yeah. To be honest, I hadn't talked to him for a while, and then he messaged me at the weekend. So, or Thursday or Friday it was he messaged me. I think it was Thursday. Might even have been Wednesday last week. But yeah, no, he seems... Yeah, I mean, yeah, he should do. He should do. He won't work in care forever. So, just needed some balance with it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is, we were all around during the pandemic, and streaming were just the thing. So, obviously, he started well before that, but lockdowns kind of locked him into it a lot more. So, yeah. Just turn my fan on. I've had to close the door and the window because somebody's dog was yapping so much, and I was like, I ain't having that on stream. So, not that I think you'd be able to hear it, because it seems like the noise filter is working very nicely on this new bit of software. So, but yeah. I'm probably gonna have to refuel. Oh, I just realised I'm meant to be doing something here. Where is it? People service. Stanton Gateway, that's where I've actually got to go. So apart from expecting another one, what have you been up to, Muff? I mean, I guess being a mum to those two is, well, those three really, you've got to include Reese in it. Takes up a lot of your time. Oh, that's a really slow cooldown on that quantum drive. Might have to see if I can upgrade that. Like I said, I probably won't be able to talk continuously because I keep drying up. I have a feeling we're not going to have any Lucas, so must be out. Mostly just kids and a lot of rest. You've been diagnosed with... Oh, have you? Okay. Okay. I don't know a lot about it, but how easy is it to manage? There we go. I won't do mining this stream with this, by the way, because it's a little bit more complex to do it solo. And it'll be annoying to watch. So, I should be able to get through the jump gate with fuel I've got. If you didn't have kids, it would be easy, but add 2 kids and a pregnancy, it's crazy times, but we're good. As long as you're doing okay, and as long as Reese is making sure he helps you out when you need him. Yeah. Now I've got to make sure I don't crash into debris on the approach to the jump gate, because that's happened to me this last week. I was not happy. I feel like I need a bigger screen. Maybe down the line. Not yet. Let's get the graphics card and CPU sorted first. My phone doesn't stop vibrating because everyone else goes live as well. You know what? I logged on. I wasn't going to play it. I just logged on to PUBG on the Xbox last night, and there was a massive update on it. And it logged in and it started up with this cinematic, and the first thing I saw was a UFO. And I was like, what the fuck have they done to this game? Like, seriously? Like, they're just basically turning it into adult version of Fortnite, aren't they? Just like, go away, Crafton. I mean, Crafton. They're a bit of a joke of a company, aren't they? So, but next week, guys, Subnautica 2 Alpha does start. I'm not intending to play it straight away, but I do already have Lucas trying to make me start, and Jake will also want me to play it at some point as well. I know they're both going to be playing it, and they're probably 2 of the people I would be playing it with. So we'll see when I'm gonna get it, but Comic-Con comes first. My dad's birthday comes first. Probably gonna go down to Brighton for the Champions League final and go and watch it down there with the Arsenal fans group if they're still down there. That's if I don't get tickets to go and watch it in the Emirates. But I doubt I will, because there's going to be massive competition for that. Yeah, other expenses come first. We tried to play it not long ago, but didn't like it. I really miss old PUBG. I actually do. But there's no chance of me going back to it now. Crafton have absolutely ruined that game. I'm amazed it's still a live service, to be honest. You do miss watching me play Subnautica. Subnautica is a really good game. Like, it is one of my top 10 games of all time. Like, it really is. So, like, I will be streaming Subnautica 2 at some stage. I just don't know when, because there's too much going on with Star Citizen for me to step away from it enough. So, and from what they said today, the next 6 months, 8 months on Star Citizen are going to be epic, and that's not taking into account Squadron 42 as well. So, but yeah, at some point I will do some Subnautica. But I kind of, if I'm not going to play the alpha, I have no intention of watching anybody else play it, because I want to come to it completely ignorant when I do play it, so that it's just not spoiled for me at all. because that was the mistake I made with the first one. I love Jacksepticeye. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching him play Subnautica through its development, and it's because of him I discovered the game. But by the time I played it, I already knew everything that happened. So, you know, I don't want that to happen this time. Plus, on top of that, Alien Isolation 2 has been confirmed. So, and they've released first images as well. So, that will be another game as well that ends up on rotation at some point. Because, of course, I'm going to be doing that when it comes out. So, yeah, you've got a chance for me to actually see me play other games over the next year or two. Just not many. And obviously, it's going to be Squadron 42. We'll get some streams. What I'll probably do with those ones is I'll stream them live. Okay, Gundy, no worries. I didn't get an alert to tell me they were starting. Right, where is the gateway? I just need to go and refuel my my quantum drive first.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, you can be quiet. Those of you on YouTube, just so you know, there's ads on Twitch at the moment, so I'm just going a little bit quiet so that my Twitch viewers don't miss out. But once they're back, we'll carry on talking as normal. But if you are watching me from YouTube, feel free to come and follow me over on Twitch if you're so inclined. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to. We'd love to have you there. And if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, well, subscribe away. I will stream almost always on both platforms now. You know, that Subnautica content, Alien Isolation 2, whatever it's called when it comes out, Squadron 42, they'll all be like streamed to both platforms. So subscribe. And I didn't want to request a thing, but yeah, go ahead and subscribe, find out whenever I'm live. And I have a list. I have a long list of videos that I want to make for Star Citizen. It's just finding the energy to do it. And I've lowered my landing gears way too early, but that's giving me a chance to talk. When I finally have the energy to, I will get back to making some videos, because there are plenty that I want to make. I'm not going to say what they are, just in case there's anybody watching who decides to steal my ideas. But yeah, at some point videos will start again, and hopefully they'll be quite good. I hope so. It would be nice to, you know, get a video that does as well as one of them did a couple of years ago, getting over 35,000 views. I can do that on an early video. I can do that on a later video. Right, now this landing pad has not always been working. Oh, it is this time. Good. As you can see, not got a lot of money at the moment, but that is because I bought them all. But it's down there in the rules on the stream. Might as well say this verbally now as well. I don't want anybody at all sending me money in game. I want from now on just to build up what I want through the game. Because when, like, as I said, it wasn't his fault, but when Lucas, like, shared the money that had been dumped on him, it kind of takes some of the fun away from it for me. So, yeah, just in case anyone's watching who has an idea to, oh, look, he's only got a little bit of money, I'll give him some. Please don't. I really wish we had a record of transactions and the ability to refuse money in game. So, but those tools are probably going to be a couple of years down the line. Well, maybe not that long down the line, actually. They might be sooner. I'm assuming you guys on Twitch are back now. I can't remember what I was saying before, so it's completely gone. But yeah, I think we were just talking about other games, weren't we? So yeah, just look out for Subnautica 2, Alien Isolation 2 and Squadron 42 as the main games that I will stream. And of course, the new Jedi game when that comes out as well. They're kind of like the 4 that I'm interested in actually streaming to you guys again. And yeah, we'll see what happens. YouTube's working fine, thanks, Gundy. That's the thing, guys, any of you who are watching on Twitch, obviously, we'd like you to subscribe if you don't want to watch the ads. That's completely up to you. I'm not going to force anyone to subscribe. As I'm co-streaming on YouTube, I'll just swap over to YouTube when the ads are on. Twitch won't like me saying it, but, you know, you're watching me. That's all that matters to me there. So you can do either. And if down the line it turns out that YouTube is becoming a lot more popular for me, I'll switch there permanently. So, because it's not like I don't make money out of Twitch, so it's not like I'd lose anything by going over to YouTube. Just I'm used to Twitch. I've got a following here. So, right, well, I will say nobody seems to have noticed or commented, but I'm not going to say on what, but someone will. Oh, so how long? When do I'll leave it another 25 minutes before I start talking about the stuff that they've revealed and about next week and the, what is it, 20 days after or 12 days after that or whatever it's going to be. But yeah, Star Citizen is just about to enter a very, very exciting phase. Like, we could have, in the 4 years that I've been playing, because it'll have been 4 years next week, this next 8 months is going to be the most exciting period since I started. And we've had some exciting periods, let me tell you. Like, I'm very, very hyped for what's coming. I've been watching a lot of people play the game for the first time again, seeing their opinions on it, watching one guy, I think his name's Robo Boy or something here on YouTube. I'll have to check again. Another British guy playing Star Citizen for the first time, but he's also been watching the CitizenCon that I went to, and just seeing his reactions to those things 2 years on nearly, and it's just like the excitement is still there from what they showed back then, and seeing how we've already got some of that stuff in as well. It's just like, they said they do it, they did it, here we go. So, but yeah, there's a lot of changes for Star Citizen and of course Squadron 42 due out later this year. So, stream seems to be running fine since I turned Vulcan off. So, that's good to know. That's it. Once I've upgraded the PC, I'll be able to stream the game with Vulcan on. Just at the moment, cannot. Yeah, this. I think I want a Hemera jump drive on this, and I might have a spare Horizon, so I might switch that out while I'm there. Sounds like a medical condition, a Hemera, like a singular hemorrhoid, although hemorrhoid is the singular, isn't it? Yeah. I'm just blabbing. Need to stop my phone shutting down so I can see if he gets online. Do love a nice third-person view of these ships as well. Just look at how gorgeous that is. Oh, I know they are working a bit more on the cloud technology to try and refine it, to try and make it perform better, because out of all the textures that they have in the game, the clouds are the texture that causes the biggest issues with FPS. So they're trying to improve that somewhat at the moment. And again, once they move over to dynamic server meshing, that's going to share the load quite a lot, and that might improve performance overall as well. And we should hopefully start getting dynamic server meshing maybe at the end of this year. But as I said, they've promised so much for this year. It's just like, oh my god, we won't ask them to squeeze too many more things in. So you don't actually know much about this game. So what are we doing in this ship? Where are we going? So at the moment, I'm just going to my home location because I want to do contracts in this star system. So I'm just using this ship to get back here because I'm going to want to use this ship around here at some point off stream. Once we get on, I haven't fully decided what I might do some hauling. So, you know, make some money by delivering lots of packages and stuff. Because a lot of the FPS stuff last week I was trying a lot of FPS contracts and they weren't working because NPCs weren't boarding properly, you know. So, like, the update next week is very much needed. It takes a long time to travel. Is that so it's more realistic? Yeah. It's a space simulator stroke MMO stroke sandbox game. So it's not about getting somewhere instantly. It is a time sink, this game. This isn't a game that you get on for like half an hour or an hour after work or something. You plan time to play it. Because you're going to want to sink a few hours into it at a time. So, although I'm sure like in a year and a half's time when base building is in the game, you probably can get on and do a little bit of base building as long as you've got all your materials. But yeah, it's not a casual game. It isn't a casual game, really. It's one you need to dedicate yourself to. I nearly crashed there because I wasn't quite... I am manually driving. I've got a throttle and stick that I'm using to fly. So it's a game that only has one loading screen. Well, I'd say two loading screens. There's the one loading screen when you leave prison and go up to the space station above the planet that the prison's on a moon around. So they don't do an actual transition for you leaving the prison to go back there. You get a loading screen there, and then there's a loading screen when you die and regenerate back at wherever you've got your respawn point set. But everything else you're doing. So it is immersive, which is also why I've added some extra bits to make it that little bit more immersive for me, and maybe for you guys as well. This is the Argo Mole. It's a multi-crew mining ship, and it's pretty cool. I can control this with my voice if I want to. I've got the program to control things by voice. They have a VR mode that is in development and can be played. Very early days on VR. You can play with mouse and keyboard. You could play it with a controller, but you'd be very limited because there's a lot. If I show you this, there are hundreds and hundreds of possible keybinds. So it's yeah, it's complex is one way to put it. So but yeah, I want to store this one.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval.
This is getting an update next week, this screen as well. And what I might do, thinking about it, is I know I said I want to rest next weekend and get my hair cut and stuff, but because the first of this year's event starts next week, so it's This year it's called DefenseCon. Normally it's Invictus, but there's story reasons why it's DefenseCon this year. So that starts next Thursday, so I may do a stream at some point on DefenseCon, just because, as always, we've got a load of new ships coming out of that event, including a couple of really awesome ones. And it's the free fly as well, so starting next Thursday at about, I think it'll be 5-6 p.m. UK time, you will be able to play this game for free for, I think, 12 days. I'll have to check. Actually, I should look at my Discord because I've got it all there. So between May 14th and where's the timetable? I need to start remembering this stuff. No, I haven't got it there. But it's usually for about 12 days. The game will be free to play. So absolutely anyone, as long as your PC can handle it, absolutely anyone. To be honest, it's a good time if you've got a PC and you're interested in the game, but you're not sure if it will handle it. It's the ideal time to give it a go. So, because it's not going to cost you any money unless you set your PC on fire. So yeah, you can just get on, give it a go for a couple of days and see if you want to invest the 45 quid that you need to get the game. So yeah, and of course, if anyone is interested in, you know, giving the game a try, my referral code is down there on the bottom left of the screen. So there will also be Twitch drops during the course of next Thursday through to the 27th of May, which probably is the end of the event or maybe the day after. There's going to be Twitch drops for a flight suit, I believe. So that's only their second Twitch drops that they've done. So yeah, make sure you have some Twitch streams open for Star Citizen to get your free suit. Right, I'm going to grab my Hermes. Actually, let me just have a look at the contracts we've got, because they've reintroduced the contracts that I did when I first started playing the game, which were courier ones. They're literally fly somewhere, pick up a box, fly somewhere else, drop the box off. They were so basic that I did those for like 6 months, and I loved every second of it in my little Titan. They've re-enabled them, but they're limited availability, and there's none of them there now, so I shan't be doing those right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab... Oh, I've got some much more expensive... these are the ones where I'd have to go to Pyro. Oh no, that one I don't have to. But I don't have a ship with that capacity. This one, that's going to Pyro again. I'm not doing the Pyro ones because last time I did them, I got to Pyro and then started encountering some bugs and I ended up losing my ship because I just couldn't play around the bugs. It was behaving weird, but Stellar ones. I've installed a third-party tool for the game, and it's added these little things here where it says direct, telling you like if they're just literally a direct route rather than one where you have to go to multiple locations. And it also shows, for those of you who don't know, they added crafting about a month and a half ago now, and you earn blueprints. And this update just shows you with that BP whether or not that contract gives you blueprints, and it lists the potential blueprints in it. So that's not native to the game. This is a third-party thing from GitHub that I believe was by a creator called Mr. Kraken, just to make it a little bit more normal for people playing the game to be able to see without having to refer to an external website. Because there is an external website that I use and it's really cool. But having that in-game is really good. So I could go and do some hand mining, but we did that, I think, last time I was on. So let's do some Stella deliveries, not the alcohol drink. So what I want to do is I'm at August Dunlow at the moment, so I just want to see if I've got one where it's delivering from August Dunlow somewhere. There's loads that I can collect from Seraphim Station, but I don't want to waste a journey up to Seraphim with no cargo. Min-maxing, guys. Ugh, I hate saying that. Absolutely hate that mentality. But I'm not getting any from August Dunlow at the moment. Even if it's just a small delivery, it's just I might as well make money for doing that short journey. So come on. Right, I don't seem to have any. Do I have any in planetary? There we go. 10 agricultural supplies to go to Seraphim Station. I'll accept that one to start off with. It's broken. That's why it's gone red. So I'm going to cancel that. I've had that a couple of times. I don't know why it breaks. It just does. And it's annoying. Oh, there we go. What was that one? 15 agricultural supplies. Are we all right? Yeah, that one's going to work. Cool. Right. I need my Hermes. I might as well run around there to collect it. I should watch where I'm walking, shouldn't I? But yeah, I love the game, Muff. I absolutely love the game. Like, I am addicted to this. So, for all its faults, for all its flaws at the moment, it keeps me very happy. I am indeed Gundy. And trust me, when I've got even more energy, I'll have a lot more passion. I'll actually be able to start learning and memorizing stuff like I used to be able to. So let's go and bring that cargo up as well. So as soon as I do that, missions. I could do it from there, but I like to do it like that. So I can just do that. So one of the updates they are working on at the moment is we will now be able, depending on the size of your hangar, we'll be able to call up ground vehicles on this cargo elevator, which was always part of the original idea, but when they first introduced cargo elevators, they couldn't quite get it working right. So now we'll be able to call up a ship on the main pad and call up a ground vehicle on the cargo elevator and just drive it straight onto the ship, rather than do what I do here, which is call up the ground vehicle over there, put it to the side, then call up your ship and then drive it on. So it's just a more intuitive way of doing things. And again, that's a big quality of life update that we've been waiting for about 1.5 years now. So this is my beautiful Hermes, my cargo ship, or Hermes. I think we actually call it Hermes in the game, but you know, it's beautiful paint on. Love this ship. Although this is, you know, available for upgrade down the line if I want to. Slightly scuffed up. And that's just wear and tear. That's not battle, that's wear and tear. All guns upgraded, all components upgraded. So, yeah, love that ship. as I said, like this is going to be my game for the rest of my life. As long as it's up and running, I will be playing this because it's the game I've been waiting for forever, and it scratches every year. And honestly, once base building is in, all bets are off. And shipbuilding. Once we can build ships, oh, that's just going to be so cool. Oops, a little bit aggressive on the dick there. Yeah, as you can see, the drift forward that I had before isn't as prominent, just because I've managed to not completely fix the issues I had, but I've managed to mitigate them somewhat. Turn the engines off while I'm loading. Just do it that way, really. Okay. All right, only 4 boxes, maybe 5, so don't need to do too much. I don't need to use the ship tractor beam for this. It's actually quicker to do it myself. Yeah, I just want to gradually work my way up, get some money together. Probably the next ship I'm planning to buy in game is called the Anvil Paladin. It's kind of like a 2-man dropship gunship kind of thing, and it's kind of cool. I don't really have any ships that do what it does, so it'll be a good addition to my hangar. Yeah, I don't plan at the moment to buy any other ships with real money. That being said, if the Ironclad next week is really awesome, I may end up upgrading to it from probably from this actually, because it'll do what this does on a grander scale. And from what I've heard about the variant, the Ironclad Assault today, I may be tempted to upgrade to that. But I'm gonna hold off to see if Lucas comes in before I talk about that, because he's got an Ironclad coming, but I might end up persuading him to change to the Ironclad Assault for one big reason. So here we go. Let's get up to Seraphim Station. Right, engines on. Request departure.
Takeoff complete.
Here we go. Let's get out of the hangar. Such a shame it's night time, because you get some absolutely gorgeous views when you're leaving
I hope you had a chance to enjoy
Orison.
our beautiful shipyards and breathtaking sky gardens during your stay. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon.
And don't you just love the fact that the control tower guy is Scottish? Got plenty of northern voices in the game as well. We need a few more Cockneys, actually. Maybe some West Country. Actually, no, I think we have got some West Country. I'll have to listen out for those. Okay, this will be a quick contract. The next one won't be as quick. There also shouldn't really be any jeopardy to this one, because we're only going 814 kilometers. And as you'll see, that's like moments away.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive.
See, that's the sort of thing that I need a better graphics card for, because when I jump into Quantum, it doesn't like that initial part of it. So upgrading to a better graphics card will make a massive difference to that kind of performance. How well am I sleeping? You getting quality sleep? You've reduced now to 4 hours nightly. Oof. My sleep over the last, since the clock's changed, my sleep's been all over the place. Like, I'll wake up 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and most of the time I'll go back to sleep, but then like when my alarm goes off at 6:30, I will really struggle to get out of bed. Like, I will, but it won't be easy. But then last week there were a couple of days where I woke up at 4:30, couldn't get back to sleep. So it is just all over the place at the moment. And that's probably part of why I feel fatigued as well. Like, a lot of the time I'm getting in bed at 10 o'clock. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I am actually going to buy some chia seeds at some point, even though, like, I did try them once and hated them, but I don't think I prepared them properly, so I'm going to get some more because they supposedly help with sleep, among other things. So I will give that a try. Posture tech. There's nothing wrong with my posture. What are you talking about, Saber? And hello, how you doing? You good? Usually, when I'm here, I like to get into my top view so I can line up properly with my cargo elevator. I think the main issue for me at the moment, Gundy, is I've just got to get exercise, but forcing myself to get exercise is not working. Here we go. Controls are a bit skewish then. Right, let's unload this cargo. As of next week, there's a new refueling ship coming in. We've already got one in the game. But there's going to be refueling missions that come in. They will only be NPC based, but I am assuming that, like, you could still go and refuel a player if they ask you to. But that's going to be really cool to see how that works. So I'm not sure I don't plan on doing it myself, but I'll definitely be interested to watch it and see how well it works. And I have no doubt I will make use of people refueling my ships. Oh. How you doing, Saber? You good? 07 indeed. Ow, my neck just cracked when I did that. God, I'm getting old. It's all right, Gundy. My dad turns 47 Saturday. I had to remember which day it was. 67. Why did I say 47? 67. And he's gone back to work. Can't afford retirement. There we go. That's that contract finished. You was thinking they're going to cut the quantum fuel in the ships. Yeah, they may do. They may very well do that. There we go. That's that contract done. So I got through 34,500 AUEC for that. So let's keep on. And now we should have a lot more contracts available from Seraphim. So, but you know, because I'm a subscriber on the game as well, I will get to test out all the new ships for free for a week. So that's going to include both ironclads. So that's going to be exciting. And that's also a good way to tempt me to bloody spend money. But I'm not going to. I might. The thing with this one is, it's only 50k, and I have to deliver 100 SCU. Doesn't really feel worth it when I can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I have to go to 3 different locations, but I'll get 67k for it. It's just, like I want to make it worth my time. So, and I'm not going to do what I sometimes do, which is stack them. So if I'm collecting from one place and I have to deliver them at the same place, I'm not doing that too much at the moment because I keep finding either bugs or somebody mugs me before I can complete it. So I'm just a bit wary about that at the moment. You're one who believes that small starters style ship Quantum to get you from Microtech to Crusader L1 Maximum or Arc L1. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, keep starter ships so you have to stay within the system. You can't necessarily leave the ship system. And that kind of forces you to learn how to either save money for a better ship or use refueling. That wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. So you shouldn't be using a Titan to go from Danton to Pyro, or going from Crusader to Microtech and back again without having to refuel. Although I don't think you can with a Titan. But right, there we go. So 56k, 9 SCU to Portress. I'll take that one. Low effort, decent value. Yeah, test it, see how it works out. It will be interesting to see if they do add any changes to quantum fuel next week. Right, let me get up on the ramp. Again, no point using the tractor beam just for 9 because I can do this much quicker just like this. He says, taking forever to do it. The difference is, I'm finding when this ship first came out, I found the tractor beam very, very easy to use, the one that's built into the ship. It was really smooth. I could place things on the grid really easily. But now it's very, very unstable. Like, it's a lot more unstable than it used to be. So I don't know if they nerfed it somehow or if it's just IT skilled or what. But it can be quite annoying at times using the ship tractor beam. Do you get anomalies on here while you're flying to destinations and have the ability to stop and investigate? I don't think we're ever going to have those kinds of anomalies in the game. What we will get, so you know the jump gate that we use to go, you're getting an echo. There shouldn't be two. Have you got YouTube and Twitch open by any chance? Because there shouldn't be an echo. There's only one audio output going into the stream. Let me just double check on settings. Testing. Oh, why is that? Why is that there? Oh, no, that should be... No, for some reason it's added a second audio. What? That should be better now, Gundy. I'll just turn the output up on that one. That should just put my voice close to what it was before. Yes, for some reason, OBS has added a second audio input. So, but that should, so yeah, cheers for that. I just thought it was the VOD mix, but that's a separate one. What was I saying? Yeah, so what they'll be doing is the jump gates that we've got now, they're fixed ones. So they stay where they are. The entrance is in one place, the exit is in the other place. Always there. Think Deep Space Nine, stable wormhole, always there. They are going to be adding the idea of transient jump points. So these will randomly appear. Well, I don't know how randomly they'll be. I assume they're supposed to be. And they'll be like more temporary, so you can just suddenly stumble across one and just enter it to see where it goes. You won't know what system is at the end of it. So that's going to be the most anomalous thing that you can come along. So it's not going to be like No Man's Sky, where you have like anomalies that you go and visit and see things. Although who knows, maybe one day down the line they'll decide to add things like that. But it's not really, I mean, exploration is going to be a big part of the game, but that's going to be more about just going to systems and exploring the systems, exploring the planets, exploring any wreckages that you find, base stations and so on. But they've not really said anything about adding those kind of anomalies in. So, but who knows what they do down the line. If everything goes according to plan, they may get to the stage where like, we now have the ability to do that, so we'll do it. Right, circles for the Tressler. My typing has gone really bad. Like, really bad. Oh, shock, I can't set a route, so I'm going to have to leave. And like I said, there's a lot of bugs that have crept in over the last few weeks. But hopefully we'll get fixed up in 4.8 next Thursday. But yeah, a week ago, doing that, my ship would be moving forward without me touching anything. Why am I taking damage? I don't know if you saw that. My little wireframe map was flashing red as though saying I was taking damage, but I don't know. Weird.
Landing gear ready. Shields are off.
So, what time is it? Okay, there's no sign of Lucas, so I'm going to have this conversation with him separately. So I'll talk about what they release in the... So today they put out the video for the 4.8 patch watch. So 4.8 is the patch that comes out next week for the start of DefenseCon. But it's also bringing in a few things that include the new big event called Tactical Strike Groups. And this is a multi-staged event that combines spaceship combat and some ground combat. And also includes basically a version of a Death Star trench run. But it's going to be really exciting. Like it's potentially a huge event, really designed for groups and orgs. But I obviously will be doing my best to get involved in that because that's going to be fun. We've got several new ships coming out. There's a fix on the inventory system which allows us to stack all. Certain ships you will now be able to land a smaller ship on, and as long as the main ship has the dock, you'll be able to refuel your fuel, weapons, and repair your ship while landed. So capital ships like the big Idris, which is a carrier, the Polaris, which has a hangar bay on top, the Karak has a small bay on top for extra small ships. That will be able to repair and refuel those. And one of the new ships, the Drake Ironclad, the assault version, will also be able to do the same. Then there's the Star Lancer TAC, which is a military version of the Star Lancer, has a very, very small bay for one specific ship. It'll be able to repair and refuel that as well. So this is the big step towards ships like the Kraken, which is due to come out this time next year, and the Anvil Liberator, which is a smaller, like, carrier craft with 3 pads that I'm quite interested in, as well as the Kraken. I just can't afford the Kraken. So that's big stuff. Panini will no longer provide book stickers. Wow, really? I guess they're just not selling. I guess we've reached the stage where kids don't buy stickers anymore, which is sad, but it was going to come. Also, they did announce that there is not going to be a CitizenCon this year. CitizenCon is their annual event. It has been in person, it's been online. There isn't going to be one this year because they're focusing on Squadron 42, making sure they can get that out this year, and they've got a lot of content coming to Star Citizen this year. So basically they need all resources on the game. They can't afford to take time out to do a CitizenCon, which is fair enough. So another company is taking over, Fanatics, okay, owned by Tops. At least Tops know what they're doing. They're a good company. So they've got plenty of experience in cards and stickers, so that shouldn't actually be too big an issue. But it is a shame to see Panini leave the business. Yeah, this is a long jump, by the way. I don't know if you're still there, Muff, but this is going from one end of the system to the other. So it's a very long jump. I need a co-pilot. Where's Lucas? Oh, my neck. Yeah, what else did they say? They've confirmed that Siege of Orison comes back in what will be 4.9 in July. There's going to be more missions added in 4.8.1, which will be 2 weeks after, well, 3 weeks from now, basically. We've got Alien Week coming up, so there's going to be a couple of ships there. Yeah, and that then they confirmed that this year they're going to do the big instance events that are in the municipal works, which is like the underground parts of the landing zones, and they're going to have blueprints and reputation stuff tied to them. There's a lot. I probably should have put the video on at the start of the stream, but I wasn't sure what was going on. But yeah, it's just so exciting. So exciting. Then my Galaxy comes out in November. Can't wait. Cannot wait to get my baby Star Destroyer.
Auto drive is now off.
Alright, here we go. Microtech's looking a bit different down there. Got more reds there. I guess that's where just before the
Auto drive is now
I can't remember what you call the line between day and night. I know I should be able to remember the word for that. Let me know if the game is too quiet as well, because I turned it down for me, or if it's too loud for that matter. I turned it down for me so I could hear myself talk, and I thought I balanced it right with my voice when I tested it earlier, but it's always different when I listen to when you listen. It's the Toad Schnitzel West Cap down there and Captain Westwood. Am I in range? Yes.
shields are on.
Oh, I was getting a bit closer to that than I realised I was. Lights on, not that they're going to make much difference. See where the edge of the station is. Been a long time since I've been here when Tressler was on the night side. Not yet, too soon.
Landing gear deployed.
Nah, I can do it. That's close enough.
Engines are off.
Right. Load to make some more money. Didn't be walking a lot slow. There we go. For some reason I was walking a bit too slow there. Yeah, I can see the pad here fine, so I can just chuck them all in. Whee! Weird game physics sometimes. But yeah, the ironclad assault is the one that's tempting me at the moment. But I would have to get rid of this ship and possibly one other to be able to get it, depending on the price it's at next week as well. So, but that's the good thing about having the subscription as well, because I get to test it for free and then I can decide if I want to take the plunge. So Lucas is getting the base model of the ironclad, so we'll be using that a lot anyway. But from what they announced about the assault version today, he might be tempted otherwise. He's actually just gone online on Discord, so he might pop in a minute. So we'll keep an eye out for if he says hello. Oh, that's the other thing that's been confirmed as well. They are finally, I've got here, suit lockers, but the tech doesn't exist to actually display your armor. They are working on that technology at the moment. They are actively trying to get it all sorted so that we can finally put suits in the lockers, and either, because there's also going to be is it also going to be the case where flying in armors will affect how you fly? So you won't, like if you're flying in a heavy armor like I've been doing today, it'll be a lot more awkward to fly because your mobility in that armor is more limited. They're trying to get to the stage where you have to like either wear light armor or put an actual flight suit on while you're flying, and then when you leave the ship to go and do anything, you've got to go and change into whatever armor. So these suit lockers will actually have a purpose, which will be good. But even then, all I want is some empty suit lockers in my hangar so I can display some of my nicer suits. Alright. It's another contract done. Now that we're at Port Tressler, I'm going to want to get a contract from here to go to somewhere else. And that should be, what's it, another 50 something K? 56k, excellent. So we should end up at 1.5 million by the end of the stream. Good. Again, reminders, people. I want to earn the money in the game. I don't want to be given any. So you really shouldn't be allowed to go back to sleep. Have you been sleeping all fucking day, Lucas? I saw you like briefly get on Discord like what, 2.5 hours ago? You went to sleep at 7 a.m, got up at 10 a.m. God, yeah, that's not enough. 3 hours, Jesus. Then you got up at 1 p.m. Then oh my God, really broken sleep that, then 10 minutes ago. God. I thought my sleep could be bad. That sounds horrid. Doesn't pay enough for me to bother going to 2 locations. $25 back to Seraphim for 52. Probably do better. Yeah, the drop is they've got the video out for it today. It is next week. Have you watched it yet, Lucas? Or heard anything from it yet? That's still not worth it, that one. Right, there we go. That's minimum effort for decent money. So you might be wanting to upgrade to the ironclad assault. Do you want to hear why? He's not answering. He's only just woken up. I'll tell you why anyway. The ironclad assault is going to have onboard repair and refuel for smaller ships. And rearm. The base ironclad won't. Because that one, I guess, technically is only supposed to be a cargo ship. Whereas the military version makes more sense to have that you're going to be carrying ships with you. So I'm not going to lie, I'm tempted. The Carrack's getting it for its small hangar. The Star Lance attack is going to be getting it. The military version is only meant to be ground vehicles. No. Whoever has said that, they were wrong. Yeah, you're going to be able to refuel, rearm, and repair on the ironclad assault. To my memory, DIG never ever said that. They never said it at the CitizenCon where it was announced, because I was there for that one. Was I there for that one? Or was I watching? Either way, not what they said originally. So... because they've even showed an image of it with a lot of the new ship on as well. The PebThePebble. Where am I going? I'm going to Long Forest Station, Mike L2. Okay, maps. Somewhere I may never have been before, actually. There we go. They always said it would have repairs, etc. for ground vehicles. Oh, see, that's not how I remember it at all. the roof still, so it makes sense that. Well, no, they did say that it would always be able to carry ground vehicles, but they never said it was only for ground vehicles. So, but that's part of the reason why they both have a roof that opens. But yeah, no, it's cool. So I am now a little tempted, more than a little tempted.
Landing gear raised.
We'll just have to see what the prices are and
Shields are off.
what I have available after Comic-Con. You still think it's bad? Nah. I like the sound of it.
Water drive is now off.
Yes and no. I don't think. I mean, you to be fair, I say yes and no. It doesn't matter if it is, because it's different manufacturers. Most manufacturers are going to have ships that do the same thing as another manufacturer. That's part of the point. It's about giving people the choice, so that not everybody is using the same thing, but they can still like fulfill roles. And yeah, Drake are a more budget manufacturer, so you'd expect it to be a bit cheaper. We don't know what they'll put the price of the Liberator up to. So I mean, you say it'll have the same unofficial size. As we know, they change things a lot at the moment, so. But yeah, some people just don't like Drake, so they'll want the Liberator instead. The Liberator has the bonus that his pads are external. The Ironclads aren't. So in terms of deployment, it's a bit quicker. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they make the Liberator a bit bigger, after what we've been talking about with it as well anyway. Like, those pads probably need to be a little bit bigger to really give the ship its proper functionality. So yeah, no, it won't go smaller. It definitely won't go smaller. So... Don't want to hit the station. Oof.
Shields are off.
Sorry guys, bear with me while I land. I don't want to get into that bad habit of looking at chat while I'm trying to land my ship. Oop. Oh, and in the video, we got a clip of the hammerhead variant, although I wouldn't really call it a hammerhead variant. It looks kind of nice, and he's basically got a big laser on the front. Did I put my landing gear down? No, I didn't. But yeah, the Tiburon looks kind of cool.
Landing complete. Engines are off.
Just double checked, and the Liberator's internal cargo space under both the pads and door will be a bit bigger than the cargo area on the Ironclads, yeah. So... But yeah, now with the madding, like refueling, etc., I think we can expect the Liberator to be out relatively soon. Like maybe come the end of the year. Other than that, also a bit wider, and the front pad is the engine size. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I still love the look of the Liberator. Don't get me wrong. I am a bit of a Drake bitch now, Drake and RSI, but and yeah, you get the pad for 3 ships. We still don't know how many ships and what we can fit on the Ironclad Assault. So we'll be testing that a lot next week. So, all right, another contract done. Or almost done. You might even be able to put vehicles externally. So it's going to have that ramp at the front, the Liberator. So that front bit opens up to load inside. But I think that goes across the front pad to get to the door, to get to the inside. So I assume, in theory, that pad is going to have its own gravity. So you could conceivably have ground vehicles sitting on that while you're in space. So, you know, you could maybe have a load of people in, I don't know, Atlas Icties standing on that pad, ready to jump down and attack somewhere. Just an idea. Right, so I'm at Mike L2. Do I have any contracts that I can pick some stuff up from? Yeah. The pad gets shielded, unlike the top pad. Oh, I didn't know the top pads didn't get shielded. Okay. Right, Astro Processing Plant. I have never been there, so I'm curious. I'm going to go there. I'm breaking my rule of leaving without cargo. Since it has the front barrier. Yeah, okay. Top pad is just a flat pad from the ramp door. Yeah. So that's just covered by normal ship shields, I assume, rather than any dedicated shielding. I've got a lot of little pains at the moment. Front one, you don't know if this is the bit that folds down to extend the tilt, but it has like a... Yeah, I think it's kind of like a 2-stage ramp from what I've seen. So it's kind of like that, isn't it? And then that... I'm doing this kind of the wrong way round, but it'll then fold down as the rest of the ramp folds down. I think that's what it is, from what I can see. My fuel's fine.
Take off. Shields are off.
It's going to be that is going to be a nice ship when it comes in the game. As I said, definitely one of the ones I'm interested in. A nice midway step to the Kraken, which I definitely cannot afford for a long time. And that will be built in game. I won't be buying the Kraken with real cash. Right, what are these balls doing out here? Right in front of a... I'm building a Kraken. You might not be, but I am. You forget I want to be a shipbuilder. Right, I'm going to have to route it this way because too many icons there for it to link. Oh, we'll build an Odin as well, don't you worry. Like I said, I plan to be a shipbuilder, so, you know, Kraken, Odin, Banu Merchantman, Javelin. When I finally have that space station with the dry dock, trust me, I'll be building a lot. Oh. But that's going to be a few years away, unfortunately. I mean, I guess I wonder, can that space station also build another Pioneer? I guess so. Do you use one Pioneer to build your initial space station, get it going off building another one, while you then build another Pioneer, and then you've got 2 to build your massive space station complex? Oh, it's going to be so much fun! And a couple of million resources to mine, yeah. Yeah. Well, we're going to have... The thing is, we're going to have mining things that can help us mine some materials. We're going to have machinery. So it's not just going to be us going out actively mining once we've got base building. But yeah. You feel like CIG might do something to... I don't think they will. It will just be really expensive to build. Don't you need the Pioneer to craft the space station? Yes, you do. So we'll be borrowing someone's to build the initial part of the space station. Then we'll be building our space station. And from there, we can then build our own Pioneer. I don't think they'll block it. I don't think they'll want to limit that to only website bought. So, what is going on here? Why is... There we go. Yeah. Well, it's not useless because it's still used for base building. You can go and extend your space station by building additional space stations that connect together. So it's not going to be completely useless. Well, no, because you can link as... It looks like you can link as many space stations together as you want to, from what they've shown. Like, you could have a huge fleet yard. That's what I want. I want to build a massive fleet yard. So... Oh, I'm trespassing. Oh, shit. Wait, I've got to collect from somewhere I'm trespassing at. The contract's disappeared as well. Okay. Modularity of space station, though, would be built from... Not... Yeah, but you'll need to build another core. And the core, you'll always need the Pioneer to build. So... You won't be able to... Yeah. They won't do it so that... Oh, yeah, we can just build another core from the space station. You'll still need that initial thing. Because they're not going to do it, make a ship that's just that size, that cost, that's going to get one use. So, no, it's a weird one, this. Let me just stay still a minute. Red Wind. Nothing wrong with my reputation with them. Bit paranoid, but let's see what happens. Yeah, let me actually... Things, I mean, Stanton, so there are there... Oh, wait, yeah, there might be. Apps. Bright Astro Processing Plant. It's a location I'd never even heard of, which is why I thought, oh, I'll take this one. Oh, let me do it this way. Oh, what number are we at? 1902. Just Microtech jurisdiction. Oh, normally no public access. So it's probably... I shouldn't be able to fly here on my own. So technically I'm trespassing, but because I've got the contract, it should still let me in and land. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the shields up just to be sure. I'm paranoid now. There's another ship here. I'm not being shot at yet. I'm going to go the other side from that other ship. Takes me past all the turrets. They'd be shooting at me by now if I couldn't. Oh, fuck. Why has it sent me to somewhere I can't be? Okay, there we go. We're out of range. Oof. Nah, I'm cancelling that one. It'd be one thing if I had a ground vehicle for it, like me CSVSM, but nah. Right. We've learned. That's a bit silly. I wonder if that's a bug with it, because normally... it's the same as with the bunkers. Normally you can't go to the bunkers without a contract, otherwise you get shot. But getting the contract gives you the pass to get to them if they're like legal bunkers. Actually, I wonder what's my rep with Microtech. Oh no! Oh, there we go. No, I should be fine. Yeah, I think that's maybe a mistake in the contract somewhere. Right, we're not doing Interstellar at the moment. I don't have any. Oh, just scroll. Thank you. I could do. Okay, let's do something else. It's broken my flow now, so well, I might do, because I think the hand mining does give you blueprints. So what I might do is go, oh, what's up? Let me just stop a minute again. So oh no. Oh, nearly so. I'm not. You never realise Nevsky hangars have no oxygen, do they not? I didn't realise that. Do I have? No, I don't have all my tools on me. Shit, so I'm not going to be doing any hand mining right now. Your ship spawns nosedive. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hopefully that's fixed in the next patch as well. The controls bit has oxygen, but not the main hangar. Okay. Good to know. I've got a gun on me. I could go killing some animals. But it takes a while to find them. Actually, we've got these missing person ones now, which take us to the AST. Oh no, here we go. Wreck site near Microtech. Let's go and do that one. Go and shoot a few things. Intersect still good rep to grind. Yeah, I think it's still worth it because I think there might be more contracts coming. So it's probably worth still grinding them a little bit. But also part of me wants to say save grinding that until Max is able to get on with you, because Max will need to do it, and it makes sense if you help him grind that, and I'll help as well. So yeah, I know you're in Nix. Intersec is very Nix. I know we've got contracts here, but it's very Nix focused anyway. But they're adding more missions in 3 weeks. We don't know where or what they are, but they're adding a load more contracts, I should say. Yeah, that was weird. Don't know why it sent me there. Oh, let me look onto one thing.
Quantum drive is now off.
No, it isn't. Oh, it's saying obstructed. Do it. Give it a try. See how you do. Yeah, Lucas and I were doing one of these reclusive, very high-risk contracts at the weekend, and basically it takes you through a couple of waves of fighters, and then at the end you come up against a Polaris, and we were in his Polaris, and it was quite like it was me and him against a Polaris with a full NPC crew. Oh, that was extreme, sorry. But we managed to beat it by ramming the enemy ship. That was fun in the end. Oh, for fuck's sake. Make up your mind. What are you locking onto, game? Thank you.
is now on.
Yeah. Like I said, it still had thrusters, so it could move around a bit, but
Radar contact.
oh shit. Oh, it's only a prospector.
Quantum drive is now off.
I'll be honest, I've never done combat in this ship, so I should be able to take on 3 prospectors. I mean, look how much damage it's taking. Yeah, I don't think I've got ballistics on here. Let me confirm. Oh yeah, okay. It's because I'm at the location. Oh, there we go. I'm not holding it down at the moment, by the way. That's firing on its own.
Shields damaged.
Whoa. You're right there, buddy. I'll be honest, they sound cool. Those ballistics sound cool. How is he not dead? I think there's a more appropriate target, actually. I think there's actually one that's shooting back. So let me... Is it you? Yeah, it's the Buccaneer. Let's get the Buccaneer out of here. Oh, excuse me. I've got to make sure I don't crash into the wreckage as well. We're rather close to that.
Shields damaged.
Yeah, no, I'm not holding the buttons down. The game's firing my weapons without me telling it to. Or the ballistics, anyway. I have to press it again to release it. There we go. That's that one. Kill. Oh, you just want to see in front of me, do you? You're in a prospector. Stop shooting at me. Oop. Oh, it's got that click sound when you stop firing, so it just unloads it for a moment. I don't know what these guns are, actually, but they sound kind of good. I don't think these are what I've upgraded to. Oh, I've got a bit of imbalance. Right, the other one's closer, right? No. Yes, he is.
Shields damaged. Target acquired.
I am seriously getting sick of you.
What? Give me lips, mate.
Enemy down.
One more. Bye-bye. How has that not ripped one of his engines off?
Shields damaged.
Look all the debris. Hurry up and die!
Enemy down.
Thank you, right. Really wish I had the lamp on this ship. Oh no, I was already in the right mode. Let's take... See, I even did it in decoupled, Lucas. Oh. Well, I'm back at the site, so where is... Where is this debris? Okay. That it in front of me? Or are they stars? Oh, wait. What's up here? This looks like it. Right. Make sure we got our helmets on. Yep, we have. Right, where are you, Hank? That him there? Just having a look outside the ship because sometimes he's just floating with the debris. It's a Connie, yeah, it's a Connie. Oh. No, that's Flotsam. Oh, this light is terrible. Hank, where's your body? Okay, it's not in this bit. I get out through the side. I have to go round anyway, so might as well go out the back. Get in through there. No. Oh, there he is. Hank! How you doing, buddy? There we go. Unfortunately, you can't loot them. Found him. He's dead. Nothing I can do for him. Get back on the ship. Time as well. 8 o'clock already. Fucking hell. Oh, I'm upside down. By the way, has anyone watched the finale for Daredevil yet? I should say season 2. you've got it ready to go. I shall keep my mouth zipped. What I will say is I enjoyed it a lot. Right. What other investigations have we got then? Yeah, we'll do that maybe this weekend, Lucas. We'll do some Project Hyperion. Yeah, I haven't started it yet, but I will start that soon. Potential assassin victim, another wreck site, an easy 21k. Let's go and do it. I'll let my water get down a bit anyway. I don't think I've got any fluids on me, but I should be able to get another contractor too. Brutal. I expect it to be honest. Only downside to that fight is I've probably used a big chunk of my ballistic ammo. Is that lag again? Oh. Yep, there we go. Irwin Sheldrake. Oh, that one's coming out first. That's a that's potentially one that could cause me a lot of issues. Does there too? Sending 2 missiles. Good, 2 good hits. I don't know if this is a meteor or the other one. If it's the other one, it can disable me. So I want this one out of the fight. Right, he's out of the fight. Whoops, that was close. To Sheldrake, let's do another prospector. There should be another one somewhere. Was I too far away there? I probably was. I've actually had to take a bit of a break from the cinema because, I don't know, I think I burned out on it a bit going so often. I'll be back there next week probably. I want to go and see Hokum. And I probably want to go and see Mortal Kombat if I'm being honest. Yeah, I did go and see Devil Wears Prada too. That was good. I enjoyed that. Just out of range. Coming at me. Why are you jousting in a bloody prospector? I haven't seen the new one yet, no. That's only a couple of months away, isn't it? Jesus. Right. That's them dealt with. Let's go and find the body. Three days after your birthday, it's always good around like our birthdays for films. There's always something good. What else is out in July? Oh, would help if I turned coupled mode off. I'm sure there's something else in July other than that that I'm looking forward to. Can't think of what it is. Again, I was a bit further away from it than I thought I was. That's it, of course it is. Spider-Man. How could I forget? Yeah, July always spits out one or two good films. Some are blockbusters. So... where are you? Who are you? Rutaf. I'll probably be going to see Spider-Man with Edgy, actually. He messaged me a couple of weeks ago about it. So I'll have to make arrangements with him about when we're going to go and do that. 31st. Cool. He's going to have to fit that around his new job as well. Everyone's got new jobs. Alright. Can't see him floating outside, so I'm just gonna... oh, wait. Is there a body there? No. Oh, there we go. No, not in this bit. God, this is an old model, this. This is the type of ship they always used to do these contracts on, but when they were based on the ground rather than in space, they'd be crashed somewhere and you'd go in. There would normally be enemies there on those ones, and you'd have to find the body of one of the crew. This is a Starfarer, which is the refueling ship, the bigger one, which we're going to see a lot more of over the next month. Although I think it's a really ugly ship. I personally wouldn't have one of these. It's ugly. I don't think it's particularly nicely laid out inside. Ouch. Definitely needs a gold pass, this ship. Ah. Ow. And again, you used to be able to find good loot on these as well, but they've removed all the loot, which is a shame. I genuinely would probably knock myself out if I was floating around in space. Yeah, they need to add these back to the loot table. Even if you don't find a lot, you should be able to find something here. Right, dive down the ladder. Sometimes they're tucked in here, or they used to be. It's a really weird random service corridor that runs along the sides. Check back here. And in the central part, the engine room. There's the old grab generator not working. But they also used to put these in absolute pitch black, so you really couldn't find anything. They've changed that, thankfully. So where's... Ow! God. I just get a little bit carried away with my movement. No, okay. Downstairs. Oh. My God. Imagine doing this bit in VR. It's not in here. Although there's something there. But I don't know what that prompt is for. Go, water's just starting to get low. Ah! Stuck on things as well doesn't help. He's unlikely to be out on this bit. Yeah. All right. Ow. You down here, Roo? No, I haven't crashed and blown up. I'm doing a search contract. This is a staff error, Lucas. Right, where is he? Okay. Maybe he's not on the ship. Which means he's out here somewhere. In here, maybe? There he is. No, I thought that was a head. It was a pipe. No, my ship's absolutely fine. This is where first person scanning is going to be really, really handy. The sooner they can bring that in, the better. Is he off the gantry? Down there? Yeah. Well, no, we're going to get scanning with certain helmets. So... Did I check that front bit? Because that's the cockpit over there. Actually, you've given me an idea. Look, oh no, I haven't got a scope on me at the moment. Because it was on me when we had our wonderful issues the other day. You in here? Ow! Right, you're not in this bit. Another bit down the bottom. No, I mean the oh, that was weird. The mono goat has night vision on it. That would have been ideal for this. Yeah, well, I mean, he's dead, so there wouldn't really be any heat. So, there he is. Yeah, no, we will get, like, the scanning stuff, I think, will include heat as well. I think, if I might be remembering that wrong, but... Right. I need to go. I just need to go and get a medical care, I think. I wonder if there's an aid shelter I can go to on Microtech. Goes up to 4 times, you think, for low light, yeah. God, I didn't realise how far away I had parked. Oh, Jesus. It did not take me this long to get to the wreck site. Come on. Oh, it's my ship I can hear. Bit worried then. That's not what they said. What they said was they said that drones won't be out until base building, but they didn't say that's after 1.0. Base building's got to come before 1.0 because it's one of the things that must be in place for the full release. But they've kind of said that for a couple of years now, or when they were talking about the Pioneer last time. So no, base building's a lot earlier. Base building will be next year. At least the start of it will be. So, but they want us to be able to build full bases by 1.0. They want us to be able to build space stations by 1.0. So that's going to come well before 1.0. Right, does Microtech have an aid shelter? I want to go and loot somewhere as well. Baby Alpha, yeah. Yeah, next year will just be like the start of base building. But I think that might be what I need, the emergency shelters. Because they should have med beds. It depends when they give combat exploration and medic drones. I think drone tech is something they've been having issues with anyway. Because it's not going to be what they originally wanted it to be. Why can't I? Oh, the engine's off, idiot.
Engines shields
But yeah, by the time 1.0 is going to come out, we're going to be able to build our big sprawling bases and stuff. So, and basically we need drones for base building. Even if it's just the small drones. There it is. So I'm going to say, if not middle next year, Christmas next year will be when we get base building. And that'll be the thing they give us for Christmas. Outside chance they give us it this year, but I don't think so. It's very much an outside chance. This year, I think they're actually going to give us the municipal works for Christmas this year based on what Jared said in that video. Because he confirms they are due this year. So I reckon they'll be Christmas. Yeah, that keybind is not working. Where I can just click a button on my throttle to go into third person. So you're back at PC now. I didn't realise you weren't at your PC. Right, where is this? Point Wayne. You were making food. Cool. What you got? I mentioned food. I'm hungry. I've got to cut down a bit. A lot, really. This really is going to be an in the middle of nowhere raid shelter. Just better. You never need to put the words just before pizza. Ever.
Shields are off.
What? Oh, there it is. Just behind that hill, or on top of that hill. Oh, and there's wreckage here. Interesting. Usually if you're making something, you do stuff that takes a lot longer. Probably gonna make pizza again this weekend. Plain cheese, Saber. You fucking what? Who eats plain cheese pizza? Yeah, it's not quite at where I want to land. Let me just move there. I had a plain cheese pizza a few weeks ago, and I cannot explain to you the amount of regret. No, I was filled with. You are not banning Saber or timing him out. Yeah, no, cheese pizza is just sadness. Nah. We'll just have to educate him. He just needs to eat ham and pineapple. And then he's making a step in the right direction. It's been a long time since I walked on the surface of Microtech. Nice to be back. No, Lucas. So I've now learned that Lucas is a pineapple on pizza hater. Our friendship just went backwards a notch. Ham and pineapple is your favourite. Ham and pineapple's great. Love a bit of ham and pineapple. I want a ham and pineapple pizza now. Right, if I'm right, this has got a med bed. If I'm wrong, it hasn't. You're joining my... He's going to come and kill me. Oh, it has got one. Excellent. So glad they added these med beds to the emergency and aid shelters. You're lucky it's full. Sweet and savoury all in one, yeah. It just tastes so good. The other pizza I do like, and a lot of people will criticise me for this, is Sainsbury's do a pretty decent vegetable pizza. And I actually quite like it. So... because I don't always want meat. No jokes. Sometimes I just crave pizza, but I'm not in the mood for any meat. So I'll just have a vegetable one. No loot here, unfortunately. You go full meat with either cheese or sausage stuffed crust. Yeah, they're all right. They're all right. I'm not going to knock you for that. That makes the aid centres better. You just go to them as they always have food, water and med pens. Yeah, it's just a nice touch that they added them in. Like, it makes sense as well because they're literally emergency and aid shelters. So it's like what they should be doing. You had a proper pizza in Pisa. How good is a proper pizza, or is that just sadness as well? The lighting from my ship on the base of that tree, that's kind of cool. Love it. Very good with a Moretti beer. I'm not much of a beer person, so not these days. Right, now that I'm all done with that. Nice. I'm probably going to stop at 9, by the way, guys, because as I said, I'm not been feeling well for a few days. I've got a headache coming on. I don't want to push it too hard. Basically, I want to be well for the weekend and for Comic-Con next week as well. I might as well be ill tomorrow so that I'm able to play Star Citizen all day Saturday. Right, is that just another rec site? That's a rec site. That's a rec site. I'm sure some of these investigations took you down to the other things. I told you he'd be on at me about it, chat. Told you. All I can say is I'm just glad he hasn't tried to badger me to play League of Legends, because he'd get a couple of middle fingers for that one. Comic-Con, yeah, kind of overlaps with Invictus, and obviously Invictus, well, DefenseCon starts next week, and it's the weekend after is Comic-Con, so I'm at least not missing the start of Invictus. So I'd have been sad. Might grab a rock in a couple of days and do some ground vehicle mining just to get that started. Yang Space is in Pyro. I don't know why it's giving me that contract here. Yeah, exactly. I don't miss Drake. I'm sad I miss RSI, but the thing is, I will be home in the evenings. I just won't be on for long, if at all. But it is what it is. You know, Comic-Con's part of my yearly routine, and with Artemis and Finn coming down. I did one of these the other day, not realizing how many SEU cargo containers there were. I'm not going to do those again. Not with this ship. But you get good loot off them, which you can technically steal and sell. Actually, let's do this evaluation for around here, just to unlock that. But yeah, the important part this year is really what happened to Artemis's girlfriend. God, you're nearly 2 years out of date, Gundy. They broke up and he got his first boyfriend. God. She wasn't very nice. It'd be far nicer if they just fixed the objective side for servers. They will do. Their mission manager version 2 is on its way as well. I don't know when. But yeah, Artemis has been with his boyfriends for a year and a half. Bloody hell. That objective side only shows 50. What are you talking about? You've confused me now, Lucas. Oh, I've got an approval code, 2193. You sometimes can't see the primary objective. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, the whole mission manager's going to get an overhaul anyway, so... And at some point, it's going to mostly come off the Mobi-Glass. And you'll have to go to mission givers for probably 90% of contracts.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, it's a defense site, okay. Drink. You can always see it after you accept, yeah. The whole Moby-Glass basically needs an overhaul anyway. It's getting very tired. Again, it's built off like years old tech as well, so it really does need a massive upgrade. That was quite the speed and angle to come in there.
Quantum drive is now off.
Now let's hope all the NPCs spawn on this. It's all more up to date than riots. Yeah, you keep going on about their client. I think one thing CIG are good at is they look at other things, look at what doesn't work, and because a lot of their staff have worked on a lot of these other games as well. People don't realize how many of their devs have come from other studios, some really big games. Even Jared, the guy who does all the publicity, he's worked on many big games. Like, he's well known through the industry.
Shields are on.
So they've got quite a lot of like experience between them all and knowledge.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will have some riot staff there. I'm just looking forward to August when I go to Bar Citizen in London, because hopefully there will be a handful of the devs come down to London for that one. So it'll be nice to meet some of them, and honestly, I'm really hoping Jared makes it down, because Manchester to London is fine. So it'd be really great if I could meet him and a couple of the others. Love that. Came at that a lot slower than I intended to. Whoops. And then landed. Oh, that is an awful place to land. Hold it. Oh my god. And now I'm hitting a tree. There we go. That should... That's perfect.
Engines are off. Take off complete. Landing complete.
I've got the kill shot. I should be all right. I should be all right. Yeah, we're absolutely fine. I might try something with this bunker for you guys. Let me get up here first. Whenever it does that to you, even with gravity, your ship is stood upright almost. Yeah. They're all inside. Right. I'm going to get inside and I'm going to press a button and turn something on. So, I hope you guys can see that on screen now. Right, greens are friendlies. I'm going to just very quickly. There we go. Just make sure that's right. Right, 50 seconds, 57. Should have a door over there. There. Anything over here? No. think I'm going to be ready for this one first. No. No. I think that would be a bit too difficult because these NPCs go down like so easily. By the amount of times, like, they'll die in the first wave. Right, here we go. Are you going to open? Doesn't look like it. No, not there either. I think they probably will at some point. Oh. And again, we've got med beds in here if they're needed. Are they all downstairs?
Where the hell they go? If something's here, I'm gonna find it.
Whoa!
Yeah, we lost one. They got your cousin! We're hit! Holy shit! They just killed him!
Ow! Escort someone out. So yeah, they'll probably do something.
Bring it! Someone wants to talk. Damn it, that hurts!
Is he dead or not? Yeah, he is. Being dramatic. Is that someone else I know?
They fucking vanished! Oh, jeez! We're getting close!
Right, that's the first wave done. How am I doing for ammo? 22. Crusader has the group picking people off in... Oh, has it? Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Just gonna check something. Oh. Guys, if you have a look on the side, if you're watching on Twitch, YouTube can see this. But if you're watching on Twitch, if you hover at the side where all the extension buttons pop up, there should be a new one. Give a try turning it on and see what you think. Expect there'll be a couple. They'll spawn mostly upstairs this time. Mostly. They mostly come out at night. It's spawning weird. I never realised how English Newt was actually. Never really registered on me with me. She is very English. Hello, enemies. Where are you? You're sitting in a closet, having a play. Oh, I heard one.
Gotta track down this killer before they can do it again.
That was terrible.
I'll cover you! Here we go! Go, go! I got your back!
there any in here? No. Are they all upstairs? Is that
Still,
close?
goddammit.
Oh, there's one.
It's on now.
They're all upstairs. Shit. Make sure that hasn't opened.
You got it. Taking shots.
Let's get in here and heal.
We're taking casualties.
You're taking casualties. They killed your cousin. Well, I haven't yet.
Yeah, I got ya.
Nah, you haven't.
Lost one.
Ooh. Didn't see you there. Oh, shit, shit, shit.
Friendly down.
How much? Oh, no. Oh, wait, here we go. Who's this?
I'm trying to do this. Here we go.
Fuck. Where's that one? Oh, he's downstairs. I thought he was on the stairs. Oh, no, there's another attack. There's a third wave. Okay. Well, there are only 2 waves on this. Not complaining. So now they will come out of that back door, I reckon. Possibly from there as well. Oh, what was the code? Escape? Oh, no, not escape. 2193. Let me see if that worked. No, okay. Don't know why that code exists then. No. Medbay door? No. Don't know why they're taking so long to spawn. Maybe just a shitty server? By the way, they just scroll out.
I was about to pop up. I'm hit. We lost one.
Right, there's one to my right somewhere. Just heard him.
You got it. Someone
Oh.
got knocked.
Fuck. Where'd he go?
Someone just got blasted. I'll keep a look.
Shouldn't have hip fired there. There's none back here. They're all out there. Okay, all up there. Oh, excuse me. My throat's going.
Keep moving. Tire yourself out.
They're over at the medical spawn closet. Oh, no, they're not. They are around the back area.
Yeah, you owe me though.
no. Oh no, I bugged it. Fuck! I bugged the contract by doing that. He's just falling through the ground now. Fuck. That's my fault. Oh well, at least I've got that on camera so I can refer it to them. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they are kind of useless. We've got a new type of grenade coming next week as well. We got the plasma grenades coming. So, yeah. Place the one I used anyway. We've got a box. Damaged. I'll take my parallax ammo. Won't take a torpid module. Yeah. Yeah. They don't. The grenades don't work particularly well. Sometimes you aim to throw them somewhere and they don't go anywhere near where you're aiming for. Work pants. No thanks. Yeah, it is. I thought I'd give it a try anyway. Let's take these meds. Save me buying any. Yeah. Let's go round and loot, because I'm not going to be able to finish this off. Where even is he? He's now 1.9 kilometers under the planet. Oh well. Yeah, it'll get fixed at some point. It will get fixed at some point. Again, it's just not a priority at the moment. So... So did anyone turn Toby on while I was doing that? Nothing there. Nothing there I want. Sometimes there's a box there. Nope. You see your yellow thing, wasn't sure it was just on your OBS. No, that's a Toby eye tracker. I thought I'd put it on. I'll turn it off now that we're not in combat. I just thought it'd be... I've got it up. I've got it more for the immersion so I can be looking around. But I thought I'd give it a try so that you guys can see where I'm looking. Toby extension blatantly says doesn't work with Firefox. Does it really? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me just turn it on. Oh. Okay. Oh no, I've got it open on Firefox. It works. Yeah. It works. It's not. No, it's working fine for me on Firefox. Yeah. Well, they lied. Or they changed it and didn't update it. But yeah, let me turn that off when I'm not in combat. Villa 1-0 up, 1-0 overall with Forest. Cool. Palace 4-2 against the Nets. That's all right. I want Palace to keep going through because we played them our last game. So I kind of want their attention to be on that competition. And then they play Man City after that. So I kind of want them to then be like, oh, well, last game of the season, let's wallop City. But yeah, that looks like the Captain Scarlet's and the Miss Hero intro. Yeah, honestly, that if I was still playing PUBG, that would have been a good thing to use because you guys could have seen what I was looking at. I think it'll also be good for certain games that it works on, where you're trying to tell me where something is and you can see that I'm looking in completely the wrong place. You can kind of tell me where to look. But yeah, no, I thought obviously I bought the Tobii eye tracker last week. I've been using it for Star Citizen for a few days now. You can turn it on to use it in ADS, but I don't think I'm ready for that yet. So even walking around, it's a little bit weird at the moment, getting used to it while walking around, so I sometimes turn it off, but I use it all the time while flying a ship. What I can do with it is if I'm in a ship against enemies, if I look at a target and press my button to target, it will target the ship I'm looking at. On top of that, if I get a ship that drops bombs, the whole targeting mechanic on ships is a bit weird, but I can set it so that it sets the target where I'm looking. So if I ever get a bomber ship, I should have a slight advantage in using those bombs, which will be cool. So, and again, it's a good midway between normal play and VR. So I can still look around, get a bit more immersion. Also helps looking at the MFDs in the cockpit. Rather than having to hold F down to look at something first, I can just move my head and look at it, and then press F to just interact. So, but, Dave, whereabouts around Crusader are they? I kind of want to get back to Orison before I go off. Like, are they blocking the run from Crew L1 to Orison again? Because that's what they do a lot.
Takeoff complete. Shields are up.
I'm not going to collide with a tree, don't worry.
Landing gear raised.
Not drink. That's why every now and again when I look aside at something, you'll see my character's head goes all over the place. I can also use it to log into my PC, which is quite handy. Don't have to use the code anymore. But there's quite a lot of games you can use it with. Like, obviously, Microsoft's Flight Sim would be one. The Division games, you can use it with those. Or maybe Division 2 and the other one. Dying Light, you can use this with. Which I want to get back. I want to play off stream. I want to play Dying Light again, but because I never finished that, so I want to go back to that, and I might use the Tobii so that I've got the immersion for that. F1 games, you can use it while driving, so that might really change how you play F1 games. Why have I got 2 alerts on my Discord? Oh, it's you. Oh, you showed me the picture of your ship nose down. Tobii Ghost is currently available in Chrome, Opera, and Edge. Yeah, that's definitely out of date. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to jump not to Crusader directly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go out here to L3. Then dogleg it in and hope that they're not blocking that path. Yeah, Lucas, are you around tomorrow night and Saturday?
Auto drive is now on.
Oh, actually, for the guys who weren't here earlier, if you have a look at my schedule, I've planned in the occasional weekend stream, so one a month, that I'm calling an org session. So if you want to get involved in those, let me know if you're around on those days. I think the ones that I've put in probably are fixed, but if like anything comes up F1 wise or anything, or if I get a chance to go out somewhere, then obviously real life is going to take precedence and I'll have to move it. But yeah, I just thought I'd add in an extra stream a month going forward, so we've got 3 streams a month, and see how things go from there. Yeah, look at this, I can do this. I'm supposed to be able to set it so that I can like use it in third person view, so that it pans around, so that I could get some good cinematic shots, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet. There's clearly a setting somewhere that I've not. The cinematic cameras is in there. So if I go to here, so head tracking, general toggle. I wonder if, I don't think it classes as ADS. Aim down sights, it shouldn't do. Disabled during mobiglass, disabled during precision target. There's an argument to use it in precision target, and I'll test that out at some point. Rolling seats, rolling FPS, external view toggle enabled. Ah, I did set there. There we go. That's the one. So yeah, I'll just have to learn how to do good camera shots with that. Let me turn that back off. Because once I learn how to do that as well, they'll go into videos all the time. So I just realised I didn't open the bot all session. Oops. That'll be why commands didn't work earlier. Sorry. I've actually deleted a lot of commands and I'm in the process of redoing those as well. Basically, I've started a bit of a refresh of the channel. Though, again, those of you who weren't here earlier, the About Me section has had a bit of a change. I'm probably going to change all the emotes at some point, all the icons for things. I'm just in the mood to refresh it. So it'll be over time. You see, I think I go up to wipe my nose or anything and it loses tracking because the tracker is down below the monitor. Put my hand up in front of my face and it can't track me properly. Right, that's the right one. Now. But yeah, I decided that's my birthday present 2 months early. And then once I've paid that off, that's when I'll start getting the upgrades for the PC. So I'll get them one at a time, and I'll like buy one, pay it off, then buy the next one, pay that off. Whereas in the past, I'd have done it all at once and then had to pay them off over a longer period. Oh, no, it's not locking on. Okay. So if that's Nick's gateway, Crusader. It's Microtech. So Hurston should be over there. That should be... Oh, no, there's Crusader. There we go. So if I can get down there safely.
Auto drive is now on.
Yes, I'll be able to look at, you know, players in other seats. with ships that have got really good windows, I'll be able to get a really nice view. I'll be able to target a ship that's off to side. What I'm also going to do is you can tag targets numbers 1, 2, and 3, which I've got set up on my stream deck. So if I combine that with being able to look at like 3 different ships, I'll like target 1, target 2, target 3. I've just got to get used to doing that and work out how to do that. So, and I am actually in the process of setting up the voice commands again. So between those and this, it should become quite a different experience playing the game. So I've just got to like set up commands for like rebalancing the shields and turning things on and off, reducing pips and so on, hailing ships. You know, put some automation into the ship so I can just concentrate on actually flying. But also be able to like toggle things quickly with a voice command rather than have to faff around with like, oh shit, what buttons am I supposed to be pressing here? So yeah, just trying different ways to play the game to add some extra levels of immersion. Yeah, my voice is starting to go. God. Right. Have I avoided the troublemakers? Another thing, Lucas, we need to do another attempt at the rock cracker mission sometime soon as well. Once I've got well, saying that, we might as well get you to pay for the contracts. You've got plenty. So it works with glasses. That's the other good thing about this, Toby, is you have to keep them clean, but it can still read your pupils through the glasses, so it knows where you're looking. We'll play around with the sensitivities and like the angles and things at some point as well. Still in the very early days of using it. Again, even just like walking around ships and looking around them, it makes that a different experience. There's the Orison lag.
Quantum drive is now off.
So yeah, I'm coming into land, and I'll be ending stream shortly. What, obviously, regular stream, I can't remember, 2 weeks time. I believe I've moved it to the Tuesday because the Thursday Artemis and Finn are down here. So we'll probably be hanging out the day before Comic-Con. So yeah, I've moved the stream either to the Wednesday or the Tuesday. I think it was the Tuesday. What I might do, depending on how well I am, how I'm feeling, next weekend, because Invictus is on, or DefenseCon is on, might do another stream next weekend, just because we'll have some new ships to have a look at. We'll have some new contracts to look at. We'll maybe see if we can get involved in one of the new tactical strike groups. Just go and crew a ship or something for that. So yeah, and I'll talk to Lucas to see if he'll be around for that as well. Maybe see if Aurelian is around. We'll try and drag Lucas's mate in as well if he's available. But yeah, keep an eye out for a possible extra stream next weekend. Alright, we're all the way over there. Okay. Notice the bar music has disappeared. I wonder if that's because the General Orison music is playing at the moment. And if that stops, we'll just suddenly get the bar music. That's been a bug for a couple of patches now. Slightly heavy landing, but just refuel and repair. Excuse me. I'll show you one last thing quickly. I don't know if Lucas is still watching. I just want to show him this as well. I'm also, now that I'm going to turn the tracking off for a minute. Don't know why I'm glowing blue either. A bit weird. Oh. I landed the wrong side. Oh well, back that way. I meant to land over that corner, but okay. Doesn't matter. A bit of a run. Yeah, I think I might save the boys for when I've got time off in a few days, because I'll binge it. I won't just sit there and watch one episode. I will binge the whole thing. Because it is one of those shows that when I watch one episode, I just want to keep watching. Yeah, what I wanted to show, and hopefully Lucas is there. If not, I'll have to take a screenshot and show him. Because I can craft just a basic P4 AR rifle. So there's all your base stats there. Which it doesn't tell you a lot, to be honest. Like spread 1, reload speed 1, fire rate 810 RPM, and then everything's obviously basic. I have some really decent quality material. So at aluminium, I've got 758 quality. That immediately reduces recoil by 10.3%. It makes the recoil 10.3% smoother, and it makes it 10.3% better to handle. Then if I add some very good quality Hephaestonite, some 834, look how much that enhances those improvements. Like that's a rifle that's starting to become really, like, not recoil less or recoil free, but much better recoil. And then if I add some, again, 723 quality iron, it then increases the impact of the bullets by 3%, and it increases the RPM by 43.35%. So it just suddenly becomes a much better version of the P4. So I haven't crafted one yet. What I really want them to add is the opportunity to name something you craft, so that you can then, like, locate it a lot easier. Because at the moment I can only make one, so I'm not going to make one yet. I want to get some more material so that I can make more. but I've also got the good materials. I don't have the blueprint for the scalpel, which is Lucas's main weapon, a sniper. And I can make a pretty decent... I've got the materials to make a decent scalpel. I just don't have the blueprint. So, but yeah, I've got all these blueprints at the moment. I think I've got some like 51. I haven't really gone hunting for blueprints much this last week or so. But at some point I will get back on the blueprint hunt. So it's more about the hunting is really trying to get the materials at the moment, and decent quality ones, because basically anything below 500 quality I sell. There's just no point, because it's mostly going to either do nothing or worsen what you're crafting. I'm keeping anything from 500 up, but ideally I want 650 quality up, because that's when it starts making it worthwhile. I don't really want... I will, like, down the line, like, craft basic 500 quality versions of some good armors to sell to new players. So that they've got the armor, but it's just the basic version. They're not going to be, like, overpowered or anything, unless they pay me a lot of money, of course. But yeah, that's an element of the game that, like, obviously that with shipbuilding as well. That's one of the things they're adding next week is blueprints for ship components. So your quantum drive, your shield generators, all those things, and weapons. So we'll be able to construct hopefully better versions of all of those things. And then eventually down the line, we'll be able to craft better versions of all the ships as well.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
But yeah.
Please visit us again.
I'm not rushing to get blueprints at the moment because there's no need to rush. But I will do like blueprint sessions from every couple of weeks and just target a specific blueprint that I want to get and go and do those contracts. But yeah, chat, my voice is definitely going. I can feel it going. Thank you very much for tonight. I've enjoyed your company as always. As I said, next regular stream is 2 Tuesdays time, and a possible bonus stream sometime next weekend. YouTube, if anyone is watching on YouTube who isn't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel over there. If anyone on Twitch is not following, please drop a follow here. And yeah, and go and follow Earned Rock on Twitch as well, especially if you like League of Legends and Star Citizen, because when he streams one of those two generally. So go and drop him a follow. He is on YouTube. He just doesn't post on YouTube, so there's no point dubbing to him on there. But yeah, guys, have a good few days, and I will hopefully see you all next weekend. Did the button work? I don't think it did.